Hello, spiritual worlds. This is Jared Walters here. I'm doing my second video of the day, and I'm hoping this is all going to go up in the same day. My second video on dreams. A lot of this information is in our blog section, but I thought if I enlighten a bit more about it, then perhaps some people would find it easier to watch than actually read about it. Right. The second part of this dream, little dream section of videos I'm doing, I'd like to focus on how spirit actually interact with you in dreams. Now, spiritual dreams or dreams where spirit actually interact with you are very common, especially with those who have a sensitivity to spirit. So, an innate sensitivity to spirit. What I mean by innate sensitivity to spirit is the fact that they have an interest and they've had experiences happen to them, and that they probably are the ones that will more likely be drawn down the path of spiritual development, working as a medium or working in some other field within the sort of spiritual spectrum. And I find more and more people are actually waking up to that at the moment. So I suppose the first thing is to draw on my own experiences, and a lot of stuff I've wrote about on the blogs is to do with Jonathan. Actually, what happened around the time of his passing, the fact that I dreamt of family members around that time, and obviously how he's tried to contact me in dreams after that has taken place. And I suppose one of the sort of prominent couple of dreams I've had regarding him have really sort of steered my direction to sort of working spiritually. And I suppose then it's no accident that actually when I do a reading and I bring a loved one through, it is actually Jonathan on the other side that is actually working with me. And he's very good at it too, apparently. And I'm not going to argue with that, to be honest with you. I suppose the first sort of dream that I want to pick upon is a dream where I was actually around a neighbour's house, and I didn't actually know the neighbour that well at this point. She did become a sort of more closer friend in later years. But she was having a party, and there was a boxing match going on, and her and her husband were watching it. They were getting drunk. I was in this place I didn't actually know that well, and I was really frustrated. I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. I just didn't like where I was in the dream, so I I asked this lady for a lift. Whereas in reality, she would have given me a lift, not a problem. But she was very mean to me in the dream, so my dream interpretation of her was actually quite mean. So I left the house, and Jonathan was actually stood at the bottom of the garden, and he said that he would walk me home. So we walked down the high street of a town that was very recognisable to me as my hometown of Cherokee. And as we're going, he started to fade. He started to disappear, and I was like saying, "Look, the family need to see you. This is, why are you fading?" And he was quite emotional, and the dreamer said that you have to meet me halfway. And I suppose that dream did have a direct sort of correlation to the fact that he was right at that time, and this is right, is when the reason why spirit actually come to us in dreams a lot more than they do in our waking life is because in dreams we're more susceptible to them, and we're more susceptible to the messages that they bring. And I think a lot of the times when people actually write them down, they can actually understand those messages that come through from that person. A lot of time is them saying, "Yes, I'm fine, I'm okay. There's no need to worry about me. I want you to carry on with your own life, and just when you do feel me, acknowledge me," that kind of thing. But a lot of people do have these experiences, and I suppose the signs of that happening are that when you wake up, it does feel like you've actually been through an event, you've had this experience. Now, you can have that again with spirit guides and spirit guide entities, and I suppose this is again the same sort of thing where you actually sort of write down what you experience and what it means to you. And I suppose asking people who are of the same ilk questions about it is always good. It's always good to ask people questions, and we do try and answer people's questions whenever we can. And this is why we do put the blogs up, and this is why I am making this video. So yes, when you do dream of a loved one that's passed, you're not going mad. There's a lot of people that go through this, and it is a sign of just, you will find that it's never the person you sort of expect in the family. So it's never the person, like say, who's been 100% directly related, maybe the person who's organising the funeral or whatever. It'll be someone who's slightly less related. Like, for example, if it's a grandmother, it might not be the mother that has it, but the grandchild, the daughter that has it, sorry, but the grandchild. Because obviously the daughter might be the one who's organising the funeral, or the son might be the one who's organising the funeral, or it might just be the person that's actually more open to spirit and has actually had those experiences. So there are things that sometimes spirit will give you warnings and dreams, but a lot of times they will give you guidance. And when you actually look, they might come across as a warning, but when you actually look at them in hindsight, once the situation has sort of taken its course, then you will sort of become, you will see actually that it was more guidance than a warning, then I suppose. It's also designed to keep you on that sort of on that path that you agreed to go on when before you came to Earth, and obviously keep that link with you. That though you might not perceive it, that you are actually guided and you are helped each day, and you are here to learn those lessons and to spiritually progress. So I suppose there's a lot more information in our blogs as with regards to actually specific experiences and how that works. But I just want to sort of tackle that on a a spiritual level within dreams in this video.